All right. Well, you know what it's like to go through week in, week out, year after year, wearing high heels to work? I sure as hell don't. But I do have a whole bunch of clients and all sorts of people in my life that do end up choosing that option. And you know, we've done a few videos over the past little bit, and I'm sure you can crawl up some old ones, where I've gone over a little bit of the ankle and the surrounding tissues that we target. And that's usually a really good place to start, because often people who wear these shoes have a tendency to have your feet in this position, obviously with the toe kind of cranked like this. And it's fixed in this position in a fairly, what I would call, kind of passive. You're not actively pointing your toe. The shoe is positioning you into this position. Over the course of an entire day, you can think about it as suffocating all of these tissues. They're in a fixed position. And if you can think of suffocation, you're probably not getting a lot of nutrients. It's getting used to this position, but not in a strong way where you're actively going into it. And so at the end of a day, end of a few years, end of a few weeks of you just putting your foot in this position, a lot of the times after this suffocation, you can feel really gnarled up. The bottom of your foot can get really cramped up, and all of this doesn't function very well. And especially if you're a bit of a weightlifter, you'll end up diving into the gym going from your high heel right into your lifting shoe, which really isn't much different. So think about this. If this is in a short position all the time, we want to take more opportunities to actively get it into a long position. And some of the stretches we've gone through, like the extension or plantar flexion and the dorsiflexion of the ankle, can help you build some tolerance and give you an opportunity to breathe in that position. So I want you to think of this as two strategies if you're someone who's just all gummed up, and this can lead into all sorts of back problems. And that is, try with some very light stretching at the end of the day. And I want you to think of just get into a position you can manage for about 2 to 3 minutes, and I want you to take some nice, deep, calm breaths. The deep breaths will allow you to store up oxygen, fill it into the blood, and then carry it into these tissues, which means you're going to get a lot of nutrients into the area. And then take more time to actually move and articulate this ankle around so that you can get the benefits of the nutrient exchange and eventually build up a capacity and a resilience to this. So the key thing is, hey, if your foot is in a fixed position over a long period of time and you're suffocating it, give it some air, give it some motion, and just start off with a few light pieces. Be sure to refer back to some of the videos we've done. We got a whole bunch of them, and there's lots more to come.